one advantage or disadvantage, whichever way you may look at it, of speaking in the valediction is that whatever is to be said has already been said on the subject. And if you happen to be the last speaker in that valedictory session also, like me, there is precious little that you can say on the subject, unless you want to repeat and bore the audience. So what people normally do is they just thank the organizers and the participants, and I'm also tempted to do the same. Anyway, this was in a lighter vein, but I must say that while the eminent speakers here were addressing the audience and you were actually discussing the PPP model, the PPP projects, the partnerships, how to forge them, I could not attend some of the sessions, although I was hugely tempted to be present here. And the reason is, on the sidelines of this conference, we were actually working on a partnership in the same PPP mode. It was a partnership being forged between the government of India, between IPE and ICPE. And I must say, if Dr. Podobnik and Professor Mishra vouch and bear me out, that we were hugely successful in the initiatives, and these 2 days have been extremely useful for us for forging this partnership in the same spirit. So therefore, the flavor of the day is partnership. PPP, yes, that's the flavor of the day. And whilst on the subject of PPP, I must say that whatever little I heard, I was quite impressed by the presentations made, by the views expressed, by the issues discussed in such detail by the participants and the speakers. It was very impressive. Several projects in different sectors of the industry and economy were taken up in which PPP has been experimented. And right from the selection, planning, implementation, execution, financing, delivery, all these aspects were discussed in detail, which is amazingly good. I was very impressed with these two, and I'm sure that we are, all of us are wiser now after these 2 days as to what PPP stands for, how it is an important development model, and we can take away a huge sum of knowledge on the subject. I personally have been enlightened quite a bit. I'm sure everybody has been. So I would thank the organizers for having organized this conference on PPP. It is a very topical subject these days because India is one of the leading countries. Almost all of you must be knowing that India is one of the leading countries for having experimented PPP model in a huge way. In terms of the number of projects that we have taken up in the world, India stands second only to China. And in terms of the investments made in PPP projects, India is second only to Brazil.